Oh, that was to my death. Hello everyone, and welcome once again to the Month of Thrills. Today on the agenda is the bends. For those of you who are not aware, the bends is basically a condition where a deep-sea diver surfaces too quickly and undergoes some very bad side effects. Apparently, if it gets bad enough, like if someone pops open a depressurization chamber while you're still in it, it could lead to explosive repercussions. I don't know how true that is, but I do know that I would never want to try and find out. You'd have to be pretty damn stupid to try something like that. Either way, it could be very bad for your body if it doesn't adjust to pressure. But let's move on. And it seems the game wants to tell me something. Perspective camera. A perspective change, I mean. Oh, okay. I can't use the mouse at all. At least not in this part. I have to use arrow keys. Walkie-talkie, jump. And what might that be? Well, I do know that E and C apparently move me up and down. Like, this kind.
Alright. Just about there. Odd. Greg,
Oh, look at that.
what's the matter with the chain? Is it the arm? Sorry, RM. Is there room to disembark? The lift is stuck. Should have it fixed momentarily.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Hold on. Slow down now. I'll be needing a comms check.
Unfortunately, I don't know how to communicate. H? T? Any of these buttons? Okay, F obviously does the flashlight. Q? Z? X, C, V? B, N, M?
No. It seems I can't hear you. Blast this faulty equipment. Well, back to the lift. Let's see what's the matter with you.
Okay, was I supposed to go back to the lift, huh? Maybe I shouldn't go off exploring if it's gonna get me killed. At least right away. Maybe I should actually listen to it. Maybe it'll help me survive a little longer. I was gonna go exploring, but heck it. I can't get back up the lift. I can't jump that far.
Still can't lower it any further. It seems as if you still hear me yet. Must be a short on your end. Best way out now is to get you to the high rise, just past our cave. Don't fret about the airline. You're still in safe hands.
I'm glad. I wasn't going to worry about that, but now that you told me not to worry about it, it's making me want to worry about it just a little bit. Not going to lie. That's what happens when you try to overly reassure someone. You only get them paranoid. Nice line, though. Even though the game is clearly using a PS1 filter, it is very pixelated, almost aggressively so. But then again, maybe that helps to hide the graphical shortcomings, because you can see it does not use very many polygons, so it bends weirdly. So in that sense, it's actually to the game's favor, even if I can still tell the shortcoming. And of course that makes the fish look that much better. You can use your imagination to think that they might look more detailed than they actually are.
I'm sure the view from below is just stunning. Reminds me of the poem we used to read at the academy. How does it go? We had such lofty expectations in those days.
Water caustics. There is indeed quite a lot of effects going on, even if they are low res. And for some reason the game feels laggy, even though it really shouldn't be. I can't quite understand that. Oh well, I'm sure it's fine. This is where I'm supposed to go, not near cliffs where I could easily fall off. Why would you want to do that? Just unnecessary risk. I mean, come on. What, am I, an idiot? I assume there's some kind of boat above me that's just dragging this along. I do not know. I'd hope I'm...
Quit flickering your lights. This is no time for games.
I wasn't. My light wasn't even on until just now. I mean, now it is, but, you know. Okay, so
Now
these in
there,
fact.
There should be a gap wide enough for us to lead you along even here. Trust in the mission, and it will be once only into the breach.
Okay. better be right on that.
What do you mean there's no sound from the bilge pump? Is it the float switch? Is it working? Then what could it be? Oh, it's no use. Julian, are you a good swimmer?
I'm sorry, what? What was that? Something appeared to have burst open. Almost like an explosion. What the hell's going on here? Uh-oh, my oxygen is steadily decreasing. I'd better get a move on. Even though it'll probably burn out my oxygen supply faster, I should probably try to run. Although maybe I should be conserving my energy. No, it seems to be lowering the same amount either way. Holy crap, my oxygen is burning out. I mean, yeah, it's gonna take a while for it to actually completely deplete, but I don't want to take no chances, man. And this is a pretty linear game, so it's pretty much just full steam ahead. As lovely as these effects are, I can't afford to dawdle too much. I better be concerned about the survival of this character, at least a little bit. Nice bubble effects, too. Nice pretty much everything about this game. It's just low-res effects everywhere, and I love it. It's beautiful. Yeah, my flashlight is malfunctioning, too. It's turning itself on. Without my consent, I might add. Uh-oh, there's something up there. It's watching me. Perhaps I should not have been lingering around in the light area. Perhaps that was a mistake. It may very well cost this diver his short life. Who knows? Who honestly knows at this point? All I know is things are about to get ugly really fast. I need to get a move on here. Wherever my journeys lead me, I must be led down them before this oxygen runs out. I can't afford to stop and think, even if that could very well save my life. It seems there's always a tiny flashlight-like effect in front of him. That could just be his peripheral vision. What little light there is reaching his eyes. It may be that kind of effect, because typically in darker areas that aren't pitch black, you can see a little bit ahead of you because the light actually reaches your eyes. Perhaps it's simulating that. Or maybe I'm just thinking too much into it, and I'm completely ignoring the fact that there seems to be a house underwater. Or at least the framework of one. What even is this? This is not a house. This looks fleshy. Where am I headed? How could I even go through this? I mean, there are clearly beams at the top of this. How is my line even getting through it? Realistically speaking, I should be running out of air. I should have severed my own oxygen line and really doomed myself. But thankfully the game is forgiving in that regard. Life is full of second chances. Okay, that was Pit of Death. Good to know. Dadgummit.
Just about there now.
Really?
Odd.
Are you for freaking real, man?
What's the matter with the chain?
Son of a bitch. Hang tight real quick. Okay, let's just go ahead and try this again with less fail this time. Try not to jump over the ledge immediately. That was my bad. I didn't realize that there was... Oh, that's just great! What the fuck, man? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is bullcrap, man. That is freaking bullcrap.
Right.
So...
Just about there. Odd. Gregory, what's the matter with
Let
the
me get
chain?
this straight.
Is it the arm?
If you don't do it...
Is there room to disembark?
Sorry, would you shut up?
Should have it fixed momentarily.
This is just ridiculous.
Hold on. Slow down now. I'll be in sync. I can't check.
So if you don't do it right the first time,
Back to the lift. Let's
you have
see
to go
what's
all the
matter.
way back and do it all over again. Even if you thought that was the path forward, it really wasn't, and then screw you. You don't get checkpoints of any kind. You just have to go back and do it all over again. I don't feel like fast-forwarding yet a second time. So, lucky you, you get to see even more of this beautiful environment. Real shame there was not a checkpoint. I mean, really, realistically speaking, there was not that much to save. It's not like there were any enemies that needed to be kept track of, at least not yet at this point in the game.
I'm sure the view from below is just stunning. Reminds me of the poem we used to read at the academy. How does it go? We had such lofty expectations in those days.
All you'd really have to keep track of is the oxygen supply, since a checkpoint would naturally be in a very specific location, so you wouldn't even have to keep track of his positioning. Although you could if you wanted to. Nice fish. I never noticed that they were actually lit, because I was stupidly looking at them like that. Although that makes it even obvious.
Quit flickering your lights. This is no time for games.
I was not flickering my lights, you know that. And again, maybe not.
Now there should be a gap wide enough for us to lead you along even here.
Yep.
Trust in the mission, and it will be once only.
I guess I had to go left. Silly me.
Fuck. What do you mean there's no sound from the bilge pump? Is it the float switch? Is it working? Then what could it be? It's
Evidently.
no use. Julian, you're a good swimmer.
Yep, this is the part where the oxygen meter actually starts appearing because something blew up. Okay, so at least now I know. I went through both of the areas that it was not. It was not the center, it was not right, so it clearly must be left. If this fails again, then that'll just be it. And of course we still have that creature to the upper right. Who knows, maybe if I get close enough it'll eat me. That would certainly be more interesting than falling down a cliff again. Far less stupid if you ask me. But then again, what would I know? What would I freaking know? Not a whole lot, as it turns out. But let us move on anyway. Very nice. And of course the seaweed again. I actually should have been using my flashlight more, because it all looks very dazzling even if the flashlight is malfunctioning. There's the creature. Whatever that thing is. Hey, buddy. Oh, I see. It just flees immediately. How lovely. Well, at least I don't have to worry about my flashlight getting me killed. Or some kind of smoke over there, but that's beside the point. That is indeed beside the point. I love how some of the rock is orange, and some of the rock is more of a greenish color. Even the rocks are not so uniform. Take notes, game developers of all kinds. You don't have to make your game so monochromatic, as it were. It's especially true for the era when games were basically as brown as possible, or as golden as possible, I guess you could say. It was a weird time, to be sure. Now let's see. See if I can actually get to where I need to go this time without incident. If I die going to the left, then that just means that this was a no-win game to begin with. That's all I can think of. Maybe I'm being presumptuous when I say that's fleshy. It could just be red metal. Like paint. Because I do know that that's a thing for girders to be like a red color. I don't know, it's probably not paint, but you know what I mean. Some kind of redness for some reason. Maybe it is painted, and that's just to make them more visible. That way there's less risk. You know, make things a dazzling color. That way there is a clear sign of danger. Okay, so where am I to go from here? That rock is no good. That rock completely stumbles. So what about this one? I'm actually afraid now. Okay. So both of them fall, do they? Maybe I gotta provoke them into falling and then just back off. Oh shit, 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 shit. Fuck! 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 What the fuck? Hang tight forever. I have a hunch. Let me try to test this out, because I think there was a path to the right. And maybe my problem is I kept trying to go to the left in this fork, and it should have been going right this entire time. That was a dead end from the very beginning. I have to imagine. I was supposed to go towards the open-ended area, at least this time. It's hard to tell sometimes where I'm actually supposed to go. My bad. The game isn't content to give you any kind of warning until it's way too late. And I'm pretty sure even if I did turn back around, the oxygen is getting lower and lower with each passing second. I'm not sure even that would have been enough to save me. Who knows? Yep, the flashlight is failing. In very specific scripted circumstances, though. What the hell? What is that?
Unfold the blooming light I saw below the tired core within, such mindless shores of broken men who sit and stare in soft chambers, aching long of something more, of bursting hatches latched ever tight despite the scraping hands above who clack and cry beneath a sky so shy to show such vacant heavens. Now, below and down, my friend, we go.
Life is full of second chances. Feck. I'm never gonna get through this game, am I? I've already fast-forwarded way too much. Way too much for my liking, at least. For frick's sake.
Odd. Gregory, what's the matter with the chain? Is it the
How
arm?
dare you make mistakes?
Sorry, RM.
You must be
Is the
punished
room
severely.
stuck? The lift is stuck. Should have it fixed momentarily.
Whatever you say, man. It's just
Hold
getting
on.
me annoyed.
Slow down now.
I'm not even gonna try to progress in the game anymore.
Do you copy?
It's just too much.
No. It seems I can't hear you. Blast this faulty equipment. Well, back to the lift. Let's see what's the matter with you.
Nope. No, not. I don't think so. I'm just gonna look around for a wee bit. Too bad this is, way too steep. Because, of course, we must contrivedly find a reason to prevent me from being able to go to the surface. But I think I'm just gonna end this here. Or maybe I'll just keep wandering around without fast-forwarding. Because I've done that enough already. Especially considering you have to restart the game every single freaking time because there's no checkpoints. There's no saves, there's no nothing. And yes, I do find that annoying a little bit. So I'm not even going to try to progress, I'm just looking around and seeing what I can find. Maybe I'll find something more interesting. Who knows? Maybe I had actually gone the wrong way from the very beginning. This looks short enough for me to descend to. Without dying. Horrible death. What about this? Is this short enough for me to descend to? I was about to say, if I did end up dying, at least I wouldn't have been very far in. So that's lovely. Okay, I think that looks like a dead end, and it does look like a dead end. It's probably just another way of getting to the same place, isn't it? Well, at least it's a new path. It's a chance to see something new, I will always relish that. As long as I'm not doing the exact same thing over and over again. If I can't make progress, I can at least explore around a bit and see what I can find. You know? That's always nice.
View from below is just stunning. Reminds me of the poem we used to read at the academy. How does it go? We had such lofty expectations in those days.
I see. Whatever you say, my man. Whatever you say. Interesting flare.
Orion, quit flickering your lights. This is no time for games.
Really? I was under the impression that this was the time for all the games.
Now there should be a gap wide enough for us to lead you along even here. Trust in the mission, and it will be once only into the breach.
Trust in the mission? I can't even trust in you. What makes you think I can trust in the damn mission? Seriously, my man. What's this? Some kind of sign, of course, but I can't read. Stop. What do we have here? Can I go in there? No, of course not. There's an invisible wall that prevents me. All that's there for is to give you some kind of warning that what's ahead is dangerous. Unfortunately, I will never find out what was truly dangerous about this game in the first place.
What do you mean there's no sound from the bilge pump? Is it the float switch? Is it working? Then what could it be? Oh, it's no use. Julian, you're a good swimmer.
As good a swimmer as you think I am, sir? It's a new area. Sort of. Even if it's just, it's basically just going around a pillar to the right instead of the left. It's almost like a Telltale game. You go a different branching path and it just ends up in one spot anyway. That's a joke. See, haha. I'm gonna see what happens if I deliberately go to the right as possible for that creature, because clearly I'm not making any other kind of meaningful progress here. I just do not care. Going far to the right. Don't take of that anything that you don't need to be taking. I say that very literally, in the direction of the right. Not anything else that can be interpreted as that. Well, isn't this just lovely? Funny how those are just high enough that I can't jump onto them. It's almost like it's contrived. Funny, isn't it? Well, let's see if I go as close to that creature as possible. I'm guessing the creature still won't do anything, but... hey, at this point I just want to know. I'll have my flashlight on and I'll go as close to it as I can. Hello, big boy. Tasty morsel right here. Well, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. I mean, seriously, that thing looks kind of ugly. No offense to it. I like the look of the game. It's only a shame it doesn't have checkpoints. That would probably make things a little bit easier. I'm not saying you have to have checkpoints every 2 steps. I'm not one of those people. But just one of some of... at least 1 or 2 would be nice. You know? Like once you get to those... they look like steel girders. That would probably be a good point for a checkpoint, I think. Considering not that far ahead of it, there's a cliff that you can easily fall into and die. Just seems like a nice courtesy, I think. Especially considering the oxygen is running ever so slowly downward. Then again, what do I know? Maybe a checkpoint when the oxygen is about to start depleting. That would at least be something. You wouldn't have to go through the intro each and every friggin' time. You know? Just makes sense, I think. But then again, I'm just... huh. Maybe that's what was calling me towards it. Literally a dead phone. And I was supposed to be drawn towards it. That was supposed to tell me where to go. And again, I do not know. It is nice how dense this is. Even if there obviously isn't that much to it. Oh, shit. Okay. Almost fell for the same trap literally twice over. That would have been stupid. Beyond measure. What the hell? A diver. A dead diver, huh? Peculiar. Maybe it's trying to warn me about something. Something that I'm too stupid to pick up on, clearly. It's a dead end and a dead diver. If I'm not careful, I'm going to become both. A dead diver and a dead end. Then again, that guy was both. So, you know. Maybe I gotta go the other way. This time I was supposed to go to the left. Well, I didn't bloody well know that. How can you possibly expect me to bloody know that? Right, that's why the sound died. Because I walked right past the phone. There it is.
We've received orders to sail for old England, and we hope in good time to see you again. And we hope in good time to see you again.
That's a nice song, man. Beautiful. What's over here? I'm gonna keep going until I reach the 30-minute mark. Probably. I mean, this is a new area, technically. So I'm probably good for it. Sorry if it seems like I'm wasting your time. I just did not want to keep going back and forth and fast-forwarding each and every single time. You understand, right? Then again, maybe I'm being selfish. What's in here? Oh, that was to my death. Because I was definitely supposed to know that. Well, screw it. That's just going to have to be it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Make sure to spread this video around like deep-sea diving bullcrap.
Odd.
And I will see you next time.
What's the matter with the chain?
Go out there and capitalize on life. Peace out, have a good one, and have a nice and pleasant day. As I purposely cause these sparks to appear. See you later.